Alright, hello, good evening again. I wasn't expecting to be able to go live today, but my hockey training got cancelled, and therefore we get a live. And I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do. This is a bit high, no, there. But yeah, I wasn't too sure what I wanted to do, and I was like, it's been a while since I played some F1 Manager, right? So F1 Manager, it is. I mean, last time I would have to look through here. Let me unpause it. Last time was 1st of April? Oh, it's been over a month. It had... damn. Okay, yeah, what can I say? Time has gone fast. Car is pretty bad. We are in round 3. So far we have scored 11 points, of which Sonoda has scored a 9. I have scored 2. I am afraid we're not going to be able to keep that up, but we'll see. Sonoda will put on 18 for higher. I'll put myself on that as well. It's a bit of a hit or miss situation that way, but if we do perform decent, then we should be absolutely cooking in terms of money. So we got Japan up next. For that, we get 7 on the front, 13 on the rear, 5, 350. 0 on all of that. We put the same settings on there. We can just simulate, that's fine. I used to manage them, but honestly it's perfectly fine to just simulate most of the time. Let's go with that. Then let's see where I can get this to. It's actually quite a tricky one, not gonna lie. Let's try that first. I think that should give like 87 or so. I think that's a decent guess. 89. Better than I expected. Cool. Shove that to 0. Then a little bit less on the front wing. We'll check this on here. That's a bit unnecessary actually. Let's do that. That should be alright. Let me sit up a bit.
We'll practice.
Okay, so has the setup change worked? Yes, 100%. Sonoda actually isn't at 100. Surprisingly enough, I think I'll let him stay at that though, because trying to adjust cornering is a bit tricky when it is just cornering. Gotta love how my FPS here is higher than in the menus of the graphics mod. Kinda almost forgot what kind of style we've gone for. It's kind of like reminds me of like the... Oh, it's kind of Toyota colors, you know? So, onto the first lap we go. It's the wet, so driver skill will matter more. And somehow I am above Sonoda. I don't know how that's supposed to work. Considering it's wet and, like I said, driver skill matters more, so I don't know how my fake person in the game is doing better. Interesting. Let me actually look at the reports. Sunday is dry. Okay, so then we can just use up the intermediate tires freely without any sort of care for tomorrow. I should actually look at water's levels will kind of stay the same. Okay. So I guess we'll just wait as long as possible. And go now. The track seems to be at its driest right now. I don't know if we'll be able to start our lap before we actually... Okay, well, we are in front. Are we fully clear of traffic? I don't think that Haas is on a lap. Nope, it is not. Perfect. We have started our laps. And it stays this dry. Okay. Sonoda has improved a little bit in the middle sector. Overall lap history. My second lap was 3/10 faster. Sonoda's lap was 2/10 faster. Not too bad. Just squeeze into Q2 with both drivers. I love to see that. Oh. I didn't realize I was that late on the poker catch. Oh, that is a shame. Then it's gonna be dry. Okay. Interesting. It's predicted to get wet, so we just send out the drivers as soon as possible. Trying to get her lap in on the dry tires. I think the rest will manage to get theirs in as well, because it'll only change in about 2 minutes time. Oh god, that was an awful lap by me. Okay, and I think that is our 2 positions in Q2 just completely stuck in. Because I don't think we're gonna get another lap towards the end. We'll try and go out late to get another lap in, but I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. But let's try anyway. By the looks of things, it is not going to be dry throughout this lap, so I mean, I can still improve, I guess. I mean, honestly, that was kind of worth it. Still improving another 3 positions. Not too bad though, 11 and 13 for what our car is supposed to be able to do. It was like 19th in all of the corner.
It won't be long before we get underway here in Japan.
Okay, then let's see. That honestly looks perfectly fine. Under fuel by about 3 laps. We shall do the same on me. There we go. Under fuel by 3 laps as well. We'll save. Manage the session.
Well, it's great to have you with us, folks, as we settle in for the weekend's Grand Prix action. Many people here and at home are wondering what the Haas driver can do.
Not where they'd want to be in P21, but honestly,
P21,
they've just got to
yeah,
give it
that's
their
a shame for him.
Get ready.
Okay,
It's
we have promised the sponsors 18th and above for both drivers, so let's see if that's gonna be possible.
And away we go.
Let me quickly pause. I rarely defend. I was relatively well up the line. Sonoda's still in front of us though. Sonoda defending that position. If I can hold on to that, I've got the inside line for the next corner. Alonso's completely on the grass, keeping it on track though there. What is Alonso's just rallying? How the fuck is he controlling that car? Okay. Yeah. Kudos to you, Alonso, I suppose. That's pretty sick. Let's keep Sonoda on a high aggression overtaking though, because we do really want to have him try and overtake people here. We don't have the straight line speed though. Clearly lacking compared to that RB. Let's go back to balanced on both tires and fuel to make those last the rest of the race. We are looking pretty decent in terms of keeping up with the RB though, which is good to see. Okay, that's Sonoda going past Iwasa. He actually didn't make it past. That's a solid defense from Iwasa. Let's just 16x forward a bit, I guess. I thought we were doing pretty good in terms of staying with Iwasa, but he's unlocked some extra pace, I see. Ah, because they're pushing more on tires. Okay. So we should see the pace come back to us ever so slightly towards the end of the stint. If the stints are going to be long enough for that, that is. So now that currently putting up a pretty decent defense against his teammate. I don't think I'll have DRS here. Does not look like it, no. Okay, that is quite inconvenient. Let's go aggressive on tires just to keep up here so they don't get away from us. There we go. We are still in DRS of Alonso. I'll do some fuel saving already. Okay, great. Chassis and front wing damage.
There's a yellow flag now.
What happened? What did I do? This replay doesn't tell me anything. I probably just drove into the back of him. That absolutely showed me nothing of what happened. We're just gonna ignore that. That's honestly the best we can do. Just ignore it and go on. Alonso got the penalty though? Interesting. Once driver confidence is up again a bit though, we should be okay. Let's deploy through this part of the lap so we can keep up. Probably have to get off of tire fuel saving so we can actually stay with them. If we fall that far behind the Hajar, that would be a bit shitty. Okay. Still keeping up with them, I guess. That's not too bad. I think I might have done a bit of an oopsie though with the fuel, because the fuel saving isn't doing that much compared to how far we're into the race already. Let's deploy so we can actually get a good exit out of Spoon. There we go. Then we're very close to Bearman, who we should hopefully be able to overtake on the straight now. He might not have DRS. He probably will. Yes, he does have DRS. That's unfortunate. And this is what I was on about. The AI have pushed to 30% tires. We've got a massive, massive tire advantage coming straight for us right now. So if we can just use this, use some ERS in combination of that. Alonso is now in front of us there. Push a bit. Sonoda now trying to overtake Ocon on the straight, but we are severely lacking to straight line speed. A very draggy car, apparently. That's what we've got to work with, though. Okay, Ocon into the pits. We have DRS. And honestly, Sonoda needs to attack this lap. And we go to medium so we can cover off Ocon.
Copy.
Hajar is also going into the pits. So let's also send me in there. Okay. Average pit stop for us, I guess. Fourth. Okay, interesting. We did not cover off Ocon. We have, in fact, pitted straight behind him. Timing-wise, not great execution on my end. Sonoda? Are you gonna overtake? Is Bortoletto... No, Bortoletto's on old tires. Okay. That's a bit disappointing to see. Oh wait, no, we can actually go aggressive the entire stint, can't we? Holy shit, that's quite the parade of drivers behind Sonoda he's got to defend. We just kind of have to get lucky, I guess. Hope for one of the top 10 runners to... Oh, mechanical fault for Antonelli. Just so to say, I could really do with him, with any of them, having a mechanical failure. Or a crash. We are very far behind them, though. Like, very far behind. We have a tire advantage on Nico, though. That's a yellow. I don't know how smart that is to try and get past there. It's not. Okay, we just boost, DRS, really have to try get past here. Okay, nice move around the outside. Now Bearman in front of us. He definitely will not be keeping up with Gasly in front. Oh, what the fuck? Gasly's gone! Oh, that's a VSC. Ooh, okay, let's check this out. Can we make it to the end on the hards? With this VSC as well? Ooh, wait, actually, what I kind of want to do, maybe, is go for... Do we have enough soft? We can go too soft. Let's go too soft. We replace these tires right now. There. Then do this. Soft car parts. Replace the front wing. I do not need to replace Yuki's front wing.
Yeah, copy.
And there's been quite a crash.
Yeah, what happened to him? What did he do? Did he just go straight off? Yep, pretty much. Glad he didn't bounce back on the track though, that would have been quite problematic.
And for the crew watching on in the garage, that really must have been a...
Well, time to do a risky thing with strategy. I have no idea if this is gonna work or not. Honestly, solid chance it won't.
Oh, it looks like a pit stop issue.
So the pit stop
Oh,
starts
well,
well
great.
enough. But hang on, there's the reason for the hold-up.
Oh, but it's kind of fun because we were changing front wing anyway. Let's do this so we can
Yeah,
get
copy.
these tires up to temperature and quickly try to clear those close to us, which for me is just Bortoletto. That's
He
Antonelli
does
to the
not
back.
fox smash my door.
Hello, Tariko. Thank you very much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Are we really back to another VSC? Nah, that's crazy. We just... The other one just went away. Hello, Grow. What's up? How are you? And Bearman did exactly the same thing Gusley did. Okay. Well, that's kinda screwing me over.
Copy.
I will get up and stretch. Not fine. What's up? Why not? Jesus. My back. Okay, if we could just get past Nico, that would be great, Sonoda. Thank you very much. So, Sonoda can just focus on absolutely pushing the living hell out of this car. Getting bored in the morning? Ah, yeah. I mean, as long as it's just being bored, it's not that bad. It's just annoying, right? Nice. We can probably keep it up for a little longer on aggressive.
Copy. Copy.
Okay, and that is another one cleared. Let's put that back to a balance. We'll just keep pushing on the fuel of Sonoda for now. Well, we definitely have the pace advantage over those in front of us. Notification, is it? I swear I changed that. I thought I changed it. Well, oops. I can't change it now. I mean, I can change it, but it doesn't do anything anymore. Well, thank you for pointing it out anyway. Now I get to feel stupid. Is the gaps thing in this time thingy also? What do you mean? Be okay? What does that mean? Well, what do you mean with the gaps in there? Oh, yeah, no, mine shouldn't be broken, right? Yeah, I mean, it takes a special... It takes a special talent at the FIA to fuck up the interval, you know? Yeah, the timing board. Nah, it should be good. Should be good. Sonoda driving like a madman. Meaning that our bold strategy of pitting for softs again might actually pay off. I'm alright though. I thought I wouldn't be able to stream today because I would have had hockey training, but it was cancelled due to people not being able to show up with exams and stuff. So here I am, continuing F1 Manager, which was more than a month ago already. No, he's his girlfriend should still be over, so. Cool, there we go. Yeah, I usually don't stream on Tuesdays. It's just that my hockey practice got cancelled. Yeah. And last week, because last week also got cancelled. Okay, we're approaching the pit stop window again. Sonoda might be able to snatch a point here. Let's go aggressive this lap. And then when we start the next one, so here... God damn, I'm far behind. We'll go to attacking. Then... Tack on another set of softs.
Okay.
Yeah, you take your time. Okay, decent pit stop. We did not, in fact, cover off Ocon. We do have a 10% tire advantage. Well, 9, close enough. Gotta be a bit tricky to get that P18 still. I think it'll be possible, but... Signs in front of us with another new set of softs. Let me go aggressive here just to... Can I keep up with them? So that would be great. Or if they battle, they just lose time. That would be perfect as well. So we seem to gain a lot in the low speed. And then lose quite a bit. Oh no, actually we didn't lose that much this time around. Okay, we are right behind Ocon. Antonelli has a major mechanical issue. So let's go to deploy, because then we might actually be able to get past both of them. Hello, Joshi. What's up? How are you? Antonelli getting passed on both sides. If Sonoda can keep it. Yes, he can. Approach Ocon. We've still got a 10% tire advantage on. Get the DRS onto this straight. And up into P10 we move. One day you get a new controller for F1 24-25. You play this, meaning you have to do a save on this. Hey, it's meant to be. Okay. I have to. But, I hope F1 25 is, gonna be decent, because if it is, I'll probably get it. But if it's the same kind of mess as 24, then no. Oh god, not again. I'm not creative enough for that, Joshi. I've given you so many save ideas already over the past years. My creativity is going to run out. You have depleted it. Oh, actually, a P8 is possible. P8 is on the board. 5 laps remaining. In terms of settings, I mean, it really depends what you're looking for. I personally always prefer playing just as a backmarker, starting out with difficulties on hard. Okay. You don't know what calendar? I'm using the real life calendar. I am still using the IRL calendar. Oh no, not another crash. We're about to be able to move up 2 places.
Got a yellow flag.
Who is it though? Okay, actually no, that's fine. If they just go off the track and...
The Haas hit me.
That's a funny looking Haas. That's a very funny looking Haas. Antonelli got a 5-second penalty. We are past Ivasa. Gonna go aggressive on tires. We are not past Ivasa anymore. Okay. Ivasa, can you move aside, please? Fucking hell. Okay, I guess not. Okay, I don't think it's possible anymore to regain that position towards Sainz now. Yeah, Mr. Pleb is in the car. I know, right? Wild. I don't think we're close enough.
Max Verstappen.
Nope.
Over the finish line
1.3
and
seconds
today's
off
winner.
P8. Had a decent start to the race until we had that collision with Alonso. With me. And yeah. Unfortunate. Not much we can do about it though. Still P18, good enough to keep our sponsors happy.
This is a wonderful moment.
Another 2 solid points for Sonoda, who gets overtaken in the Drivers' Championship by Sainz, who has moved up into P8. We are still in P5 in the standings, but Williams is only 2 points behind us now. Racing Bulls move up to 8th after getting their first point of the season, ahead of Haas, Alpine and Sauber. We got another 4 points in the pit stop challenge, in which we are now... We've dropped to 7th from 6th. Yeah. Okay, not too bad. Almost another 1.5 mil in performance bonus. I have leveled up, pretty cool. Major airflow, complete airflow overhaul. What's so different then? I mean, yeah, there's a couple more 60s. Complete airflow overhaul. Let's just do that. Cool. Okay, that's quite a few parts that need replacing. That is being manufactured. Install replacements. That's being made. What am I should check my research. Rear wing and suspension. So, we get another 2 front wings. Good luck, Joshi. We still have those. That's good then. Side pods being manufactured. Underfloors we have Rear wing and suspension I was doing, right? Yes, 13 days. We'll actually make another rear wing because it's still 21 days for the other one. Oh, sure, that's unfortunate, but we don't really have the finances to rush it. Sonoda is in car 1, right? Yes. Because what I'll probably do then... This is actually a pretty huge improvement. That's such a... But I mean, the medium speed's very, very nice to have here. The minus extra weight's great too. The high speed is just apparently, unfortunately, not something that's going to get used very much. Airflow middle is now decent. You think of Williams over time to bring an IRL rookie? Oh, I didn't have my poker catch copied. Oops. Well, too late now. That's installed on both. That's installed on both. Ooh, that's a lot of extra engine cooling. Do I want to risk it on both cars? Let's do it on just Sonoda first. Because, yeah, it improves the medium speed a little bit more. And engine cooling is a huge, huge improvement. Top speed is pretty bad though, but we've actually got decent tire preservation and engine cooling now, above average, so that will help overall, but our top speed is definitely something to be worked on. But regardless of that, we'll be moving to Bahrain, where we'll see what Sonoda is able to do with that
to another exciting
new
weekend
and
of
shiny
F1
chassis. So on the front wing, we'll do 4.5, rear 11, 6, 4 on the anti-roll, 335 on the camber, 0.35 on the toe outs. Select all those settings. Now we put exactly the same on the second car. There we go. And hello Mailer, what's up? How are you doing? And there we go, sim practice 1. 88%. Let's chuck this down a little bit. They're looking good in terms of that actually. Chuck it on there. Let's try this. We back again. Yeah, it's been a while though, but we're back. Doing good to see Ting Lunch again. Nice. Simulate practice 2. 96%. Do that. And chuck that one up. Let's try that for now. Practice 3. Let's see if we can find a balance after this.
Our weekend continues.
Yep. Then 95. Put that up. Put that there. And put that there. And actually try this. I think that should be pretty good. And let's go into Q1. And out we go onto Q1. Kind of curious to see what's going to happen. We do have a decent high-speed corner improvement, although that wouldn't help too much. The medium speed was alright too, but kind of like our render Checo and Joe. Nice. Tsunoda is showing what he's made of, putting me at a 10.13 of a second behind him. Then let's check on the new softs. See if it's going to be necessary. We're not... I mean, we're about 3/4 off of the Mercedes drivers, which isn't too bad. Let's see where the rest puts us. To be safe, we probably do still have to... Yeah, a couple drivers had some bad laps, so let's get in these other laps, so we should hopefully get both drivers into Q2 again, which is already a great start to our P18 promises for sponsor money. Getting a tow from Mr. Behrman, who is now blocking us into the corner. Great, our qualifying lap has been sabotaged. And now... actually, that's pretty good. Not too bad at all. Both drivers into Q2. Nice. I doubt we are going to be able to get into Q3, but only time will tell. Tsunoda might be able to sneak himself in there, but I honestly might just give him a tow in the last lap to see if we can make it. Holy shit, 0.8 of a second? Either Tsunoda just puts in a monster lap or everyone else is kind of washed. Nah, everyone else was kind of washed. Okay, cool. Because Norris can definitely improve to... what's it called? Q3. We can so easily get pushed out of this. I don't think we're close enough for a proper tow. Not really, no. Not too bad. Did we improve on Tsunoda? We did, ever so slightly. Good improvement by me though, unfortunately not enough to make it to Q3. That's accurate 17,000ths of a second. That's all I was behind. Damn.
Yeah, copy.
So I think if we had another underfloor, we probably could have gotten both cars into Q3. That's pretty good. No. But I do have to keep in mind though that this time around I don't have to care too much about developing. I think we can probably focus more towards next year already. I don't think we have to pay that much attention to developing because next year is gonna have minus 60%. On a lot of things, minus 50-60%. And we already have the reg changes coming in after this race, I think. So once we've got that rear wing and suspension, I think
Got a
it was,
yellow
coming
flag
through,
here.
we will probably be pretty good for next year if we just research enough. Sonoda chucking it in front of Hudger as well. And honestly, with the way the upgrades have been going so far,
Okay.
those extra 2 upgrades might just be enough to get us high enough in the top speed and low cornering speed that we can actually get into Q2 and 3 consistently. Which would be quite nice. Let's do this, shall we? Cool. Because you have to understand, I started this season out as a 1-star car. I started as the worst possible car. We're already doing this well.
And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay.
Don't let them overtake you that easy, Sonoda. Thank you. Come on. That's not the button I needed to press, but cool. Okay, I moved up a position. Sonoda kept his. I'll take that. If we had just a little bit more top speed, we probably would have made that. We are really punching above our weight here, though. What? Crash involving multiple cars? What is happening here? Let's see. Mr. Doohan. Okay, Mr. Doohan got assassinated. I see. And we're instantly to a safety car. That's why we gave the position back. Yeah, lap 1 safety car. Pretty wild. Well, I guess that allows us to make up our deficit of fuel already. Man, he's having bad luck in real life and an F1 manager. Yep, he is indeed.
Okay.
Damn, our top speed sucks. That RB is out dragging us by a fucking mile. Holy. Sonoda doing his best to try and drag it towards that Ferrari and Mercedes in front, but that will be a bit of a tough one. I am trying to catch Hajar. I do want to drive in clean air though, because we definitely need those cooler tires. It will not be very good for our pace. Actually, Sonoda can keep pushing on engine. He's actually doing a very good job of managing. That's kind of just the new chassis for you, I guess. That new chassis is allowing us to push on fuel as well. Which I can't do with the other car because the engine is already overheating without it. Let's just disable the running in clean air. Damn, okay. Yeah, we really suck on those straights, huh? Hajar is just... Look at him go! There is simply no fighting it. We might as well not even have DRS. Yeah, oh, okay, well, Sonoda's making it work though. He's not planning on giving up. If Sonoda can keep Hajar out of DRS, then I can probably move up a position even. That would be ideal. Come on. Nice. Okay. Cool. Now I'm gonna have to try Fend of Hajar though. Which is not going to go very well. I can tell you that. Actually making a move back on him. Around the outside. Has Hajar's ruined his tires. How have they done that? That's why they were so much faster than us. They were full on attacking with their tires. They've completely burned through them. Like completely burned through them. Rumors around are saying that the signing of Sainz at Williams looks as though he will not be the only driver joining, as 59 rated prospect Arvin Lindblad could be joining the team as an affiliate. The 16-year-old has shown talent, but it's all down to whether Red Bull will be willing to let him leave and if he is willing to leave himself. Well, good luck. I mean, hey, if it was the Alpine Academy, they'd be giving him out for free.
Copy.
Mailer's stealing my Pokemon again. Hi, Norris. How's your day going? You seem to be pretty keen to get past. I kind of want to deploy just to see if we can meme him. No, I haven't, Mailer. Yeah, let's meme Norris. Let's make him look like a washed driver. Good point. Race weekend is now upon us in Australia, but it's expected that the Lindblad to Williams rumors could soon develop. Nice. Hello, Thunderstorm. You enjoyed the RPG 7 video? I'm glad to hear. Thank you for telling me as well. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it, man. And cool to see you checking out the stream. Let's see. The gap between my drivers should now be big enough to actually go for a double pit stop.
Copy.
And don't worry, Thunderstorm, if you like the explosions of an RPG 7, it's not as extreme, but there's another one scheduled for sometime this week. Because RPG explosions are fun, and the RPG 7s are very fun to use. I'm actually addicted to using them in Arma. They're way too fun to use, man. They're actually way too fun. Hello, Dev. What's up? How are you doing? You know, not too bad for a double stop. Sonoda, no! Oh, that lost us so much time. Well, that kinda sucks. You would love to see that live? Well, we do Arma basically every Sunday. So if you ever want to see me use RPGs, then Sunday is the best day to try and catch it live. Occasionally we have some sessions on Friday and Saturday, but Sunday is almost every week. Do the drivers retire as you're in 2026 season and Alonso has not retired yet? They do, but it's kind of random when they do in that sense. So I can't tell you when. Nay. Okay. They definitely do retire, but they when they do, no idea. And that's fine, Joshi, no worries. I really wanna get past these guys. Should be able to get past US, alright. There we go, cool. Let's hope he can actually keep the position now. Gap might be big enough. I don't think the gap's big enough for me though. Nope. That gap was massively and very speedily disappearing. Sainz trying to go for another move. Not working out for him very well though. Great defense from Tsunoda. And let's see if we can keep this going. Trading positions with Sainz. He is very keen on keeping his position here. Actually, we've still got DRS. You'll stay here while you do it, but what track should you do? Japan. Let's go Japan. You can enjoy some tricky driving. Okay, overtook Sainz again. We're probably gonna keep swapping places. You have Charles and he always crashes out in Mexico, even fighting for World Championship. Yeah. Mexico is always chaos. I don't know what it is with the track, but Mexico is always a chaotic track for me in this game. It's like it's scripted to just always have red flags and everything. Okay, Sainz, can you stop stealing my position, please? Can we make it a double here? That would actually be pretty cool. Oh yes, we can. Come on. Let's go, Tsunoda. Double overtake. Where am I from? I'm from the Netherlands, Thunderstorm. And which time am I from? If you want, you should be able to see my regular schedule on Twitch easily. You don't necessarily have to watch on Twitch, you can stay on YouTube, but the easy way for you to see roughly what my schedule is on Twitch. In the Twitch schedule tab, it should display in your local time. That saves me effort having to think, and it's easy for you to see when I stream. Last Friday was your oh yeah, happy birthday, Josh. A bit late, but you got anything special? You went go-karting again in the first session with your sister and a boyfriend and you on track. You were slow session 2, you had family members of others, and in session 3 you randomly found pace. Bear in mind in the first and second session you were 2 seconds behind. Finally beat both. Nice, nice, well done. Let's see if I can also get past these guys. You know, pace is actually pretty strong. I did see the GTA 6 trailer, and my god, the game looks good. But I'm very sad that it's not gonna release on PC until 2027. Which is very sad. Because but it's just the thing, right? Rockstar doesn't care about PC. You there on Twitch? Keep gaming? Yeah, all good. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah. Absolute pacing in the final session. You were drifting around one of the corners full speed, not even lifting, and it was sick. Yeah, it's fun, right? And yeah, the GTA 6 trailer, it looks amazing, but Rockstar always releases their games on PC later than they do on console, which used to be understandable. The PC market was never that huge compared to consoles. The consoles were super popular. But since 2019, PCs have absolutely boomed in popularity as well, right? But I don't think Rockstar really give a shit. I don't think they care enough to release the game on PC from the start. I fear it's just going to be a PS and Xbox game only for the first year or so. I mean, saves me another year of having to spend 100+ euros on the game, right? Because realistically speaking, it will cost at least $100. It probably will, and I won't be surprised. If they price it at even 80, I would be surprised. First session, the car didn't turn. It was like a 2021 Haas, and then the second and third, not sure if the tire temp, tire warmer per kart, but it was so much more oversteering. It was beautiful. When I went karting last time, the first session I had a kart that was fine, and it was just a bit slow in the sense that if I put my foot down on the gas, it took like half a second, well, not even half, it took like a solid second or so before I felt like it was actually putting in the power, you know? Like actually trying to do something. The second session, it was perfect. I had a shit ton of grip, I could go flat out, it was a very responsive car. The wheel was a bit crooked, so I was driving like this. But other than that, it handled amazing. And it was like, it had a lot of power compared to the other one. And then in the third session, the car just didn't grip at all. I felt like I was driving last year's Red Bull, just trying to like get it to turn, having to brake in corners where I never had to brake before. It wasn't great. I couldn't take anything at remotely the speeds that I did the session before. Put Max in a shitty car for a whole season and see how does he react. In game it was awesome. I mean, I genuinely would be surprised if, like, what would happen if you put Max in, like, an RB or a Williams? Because they seem pretty decent points contenders, right? What happens if you put him in one of those cars? How far would he be able to drag that car? 27.6 to 26.6? 24.7, 24.8 in the final heat. Yeah, I was the last time. What did I go? I think I did like a 1 minute 10 something. I won like a 1:10.8 on the track I was at. And the boyfriend of my sister, he did karting with his own kart for a couple of years, right? So he's pretty serious, and he was always quite good. But he got rid of that. But he still likes to go karting. And I think he had like a 1:9.8, and he was actually surprised to see how close I was to him. In that second session, we were having a great time because I was just keeping up with him, and at some point I overtook him because there was a slow guy as well, and then he just spent time trying to get past me, and it was quite fun to just do that. And that was indoor as well, Joshim. I really want to go outdoor karting again. It was very fun when I did last time. I loved the outdoor karts.
Copy.
Yeah, I did indoor last time as well.
And now we've had a crash.
Oh, are we gonna get a perfectly timed safety car? Times on Antonelli, probably, if I had to guess. Right, yeah, because of the yellow T-cam at Antonelli. Like I said, Joshi, you do some Japan. In game, you were playing with Mux and AI, Sergeant. They both crashed in Jeddah, and Mux said, "Stupid idiot," and you were laughing for 1 hour. I don't blame you. The game can be extremely funny. The feels in it are absolutely amazing. Swablu. I hope I didn't start fuel saving too late. I don't think I did.
He does not fox smash my door.
Ah, thank you for the follow on Twitch, Thunderstorm. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. So you did Suzuka recently on the weekend of the race, and you did the 100% race? That must have been pretty tough. Oh god, I did not do tire saving on Sonoda. Oof. Hello on Twitch, Thunderstorm. Okay, you know, this is we've actually got, I don't know where we got this pace from, but we're actually in the points on merit, like on pure pace. This is actually like some very, very solid pace we showed here in Bahrain. Ah, nice, I actually caught it. Cool. Let's just get those tires temperature down a little bit so we can actually make it over the line without being too
Max
risky.
Verstappen over the finish line and today's winner.
Cool, there we go. Do Miami, you do like Japan, but that race you did was pretty recent. Yeah, that's fine. All good. Okay, I am very happy with that result. That's 6 points for the team. 4 for Sonoda and 2 for me. I made up 2 places from where I started. Sonoda did perfectly fine just staying in the same position. 20 seconds behind Liam in the Red Bull. What driver are you gonna be? I think. Go Hajar. That puts us 8 points in front of the Williams. Another couple points in the pit stop championship to go back into 6th. Nice. Yeah, we seem to be doing quite good on that target. And let's see, it has become a complete airflow overhaul. Oh, yeah, true. I forgot about that. I don't know, go, let me think. Go Nico. Go driving the Haas from last year. Install the replacement. That suspension. Ooh. I kinda gotta pray we don't. How much time do we have after this next weekend? That's the important thing. A week. If it's done there, we can get a suspension out. Yeah, sounds good. You and your childhood friend never fight on anything, but when 2021 is going on, we generally had arguments, and this was the only thing. And we have arguments still now. Lewis versus Max. You know, if it's just that, then you've got a good friendship. Yes, go to the sponsor review. All good, Joshi. That's some extra money again. Cool. Then Sar was our head of aerodynamics, right? Yes. Let's see, because we all know how much he loves the press and stuff, so he can do a tour center guide. He'd absolutely love that. Then the weather center can do that. Then I mean, I guess do this, then I really don't like any of this. Or we'll do this. What's the facilities looking like right now? Let's build a board room as well, I guess. And let's go for hospitality area. And that's it for now. We'll save up a bit. What car setup parts can make your car turn easier? I mean, more front wing. Tire pressure is affected. I don't really know how the suspension works that well anymore, but I know that's got a decent effect on how stable the car is and how much... I don't know. It's probably easier to just look it up online than have me try to explain it when I haven't played F1 24.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling.
Then we are in Jeddah. A race in which I hopefully will not smash our car into 7 billion pieces. Yeah, well, we're in the progress of upgrading the suspension on the car. We have it at the end of this Grand Prix. And then we can manufacture that, and then we should be all good. It'll take a little while before we can actually use it though, because suspension takes a while to make. Let's try that to begin with, and do that. Simulates. That's 100, and then ooh, that's a bit of a tricky one. Probably. Let's do this and see how well that goes. 97 is my guess. I don't think it's gonna be 100.
Let's hope it's...
I don't think that will be 100%. It is. Okay, cool. We'll take that. Let's manage qualifying. Alright, nice. Give me a second. From that.
Copy.
Yeah, good luck, Joshi. Give me a second. Yes, first season, AMRL. First season indeed. Here's the combination. Okay, that's fine. I started out with the worst car, but our upgrades have actually done quite a bit more than I expected them to. Yeah, I started out with a 1 rated car. Thank you. I genuinely don't know how I've managed to get the upgrades working this well, but hey, if it works, I'm definitely not complaining.
Copy. How was it?
You feel sometimes sad for Nick DeVries if he didn't win to the RB.
Yeah, copy.
He's probably better than many other drivers. I don't know. It's always hard to say, right? In that sense, F1 nowadays, especially in the Red Bull teams, with drivers is absolutely ruthless. To the point where, yeah, I guess it can be entertaining for the viewers, but it's almost turned into basically bullying for the F1 drivers. And although I'm definitely happy that Tsunoda got the seat over Lawson, I'm not happy in the way it's happened. You know? Yeah, I've heard and read many things about that. That Duan's basically gone. And that's one other of those things, right? We've had, what is it, 6 races now, right? It's, yeah. Just, I don't know how to feel about it. Well, if I'm perfectly honest, Yoshi, I prefer to have neither and have a car that sticks. But if I have to choose, I'd prefer slight oversteer rather than understeer. I know that as well. Favorite team? I'd probably say RB. But I'm mainly a Yuki fan. A Yuki fan and RB fan. RB absolutely cooks with deliveries. I think Tsunoda will be gone by the end of the season. They'll try and bring Sainz. We'll really see, right? I mean, Sainz has seen some promising stuff now this year with Williams. I think he might stay another year or so.
Okay. Copy.
Yeah, a good example of liking oversteer more is that when we did league racing, right? I always compared setups to Andrew, who was always fighting more towards the podiums, and while he was outright faster, and if I put in an amazing lap for me, he would almost always still be faster. But he always had his setups. I couldn't really drive that well with his setups, and he couldn't really drive that well with mine, but because he always had setups that were, in that sense, quite balanced, but more towards a little bit of understeer. That there was just ever so slightly more of a hint of, I don't know, just he just liked a car that you couldn't really break that late with the setups he had. to try and overtake and stuff. He just had a car that was very balanced, and if you knew how to drive it, it worked perfectly. And I kind of prefer to have a car that could turn a bit sharper if I messed up my braking point, because he was a lot more consistent, and then it works. If the Red Bull car wasn't precisely made for Max, Yuki would cook. I don't think it's precisely made for Max either. I mean, he's really fighting that car a lot of the time, right? You can really see him in corners and stuff, just tugging on the wheel to try and get it to turn. I wouldn't say the car is made for Max with the way he manhandles that fucking car around the track. I mean, I've seen many of the reports saying it's gonna be Zhou and Perez, but I feel like Bottas is a very solid choice if they're going for it. I don't think so, but yeah, it's because Red Bull won't fix issues since Spain 2023. Yeah. But hey, if that's just a result of getting stuck in a winner's mindset in that sense,
Well
right?
then, it's almost time
It'll happen
for the Saudi
eventually.
Arabian Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go.
Can he actually move up a position? Yes, he can. And I can as well. Where did I start again? Okay, Sonoda. He's made up another one. As a Mercedes fan, you were sad for Antonelli in Miami and happy for George. Yeah, I can understand. But in a way, I would say it's sad for Antonelli, but excusable, right? Because he's still, it's his rookie season. He's driving with, in that sense, not necessarily much pressure, but he's driven. It was at a track as well, which he's never been at before. It's very different. I mean, 2026 will be very dependent on who can cook a good engine, right? Because for the new rigs, Red Bull should be collaborating with Ford again, right? So I say again, they start collaborating with Ford, right? If they manage to in the off season now get something working that is gonna, end up giving results, then yeah. But if you have an engine that's not gonna work well with the new rigs, then it doesn't matter what you do with aerodynamics. Like, if you've got a car that's... Like, look at the Alpine. If you've got a car that's missing 50 horsepower, basically, compared to the rest of the grid, then you're gonna suffer. No matter how you look at it. Yeah, and same Mailer. I wonder how he does in Imola. And therefore, I'm very curious to see what because there's a good chance we get another 2014 situation, right? And we'll just have to see what happens. Because there's gonna be another engine manufacturer. I mean, Renault is basically getting replaced by Audi, considering they're leaving. But
And we've got an incident here, and that's
oh
trouble
god,
for the
Lawson,
Red
what have
Bull.
you done now?
Heading down the straight. And that...
Lawson forgot there was a wall. Yeah, it really depends. If Red Bull and Ford manage to do something good, then they'll be at the front. But if Mercedes do the same thing they did in 2014 and just like 2016, right? No, 2014. Yeah, no, I'm getting the years all confused. If they do the same thing as in 2014, then yeah, they can sandbag their way to the front, right? You just kind of make sure to not make it too obvious. It's just, yeah. I'm curious to see what it'll do, and I'm even more curious to see. Well, that's the most interesting part, to see what actually is gonna happen and what the differences are. And secondly, if there are cars that are gonna be close to each other and are able to like fight each other for pole and whatever, in the race, how much will the different and active aerodynamic parts have an effect on racing? How much of a difference will it truly make that they're able to adjust that in real time, you know? Still crazy to see Aston Martin downfall. They really fell behind with the car. They really did, didn't they? Poor Alonso. Thought he'd finally get a good car. They absolutely fumble it. As a Merc fan, you always wanted Hamilton to stay forever in Mercedes and never went to Ferrari. If you were Toto, you would have given him a 3-year contract with all the things he needs. Yeah, but I mean, at some point, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You could tell towards the end there as well that it was, in that sense, time for something new. And the something new is also not treating him very well. Okay, now it does actually switch to 2x. In the onboard when I go to 2x speed. Yeah, I think regardless of the performance right now, right? I think it was still a good decision to leave. Purely because of all of the frustrations that were coming up of just having to deal with all the issues, having just... Yeah, at some point you just need a fresh start, right? Not gonna do Haas, you're gonna do a fast team, but on equal performance, because when you did normal faster car as a test a few days ago, it actually turned nicer. Yeah, I mean, on the equal performance cars are something you really have to get used for. They handle very differently than, for example, the career cars. Because if you do a driver career or a my team career,
box.
and you go to drive a league race, you're gonna be completely thrown off with how it handles. It's so different. Okay, great. We're doing an aggressive stop strategy, and we butcher the pit stop, and we are behind other drivers. Remember, you were feeling much more depressed in 2022 season as a Merc fan. I mean, yeah, 2022 was a bit depressing in terms of everything, though, right? I mean, yeah, but they shouldn't be, right? I feel like at this point, you don't focus too much on this year. It's quite clear, at least it would seem to me, that McLaren just has their car figured out. What are you going to do about it? If they've got their shit figured out now, it's pointless to try and fight it when next year it's a complete reset. Yeah, that's fine, Joshi. No worries. I know it's nothing against me.
And what's that? A pit stop issue.
What's that? And I mean, and the advantage is that if I do end up getting F125, I can actually play the damn game and stream it without having FPS issues. Great, right? Okay, well, that's perfect. A fucking safety car after we've gone into the pits. Yippee. Well, I can make it to the end on those mediums. Tsunoda cannot. So, we shall go to the hard tires. Hopefully they fix that for F125, because that was base setup pretty much, and normally they're a bit over and under, whereas that was just mental. Yeah. I mean, I'm at a tire disadvantage, right? But overall shouldn't be too bad still. I mean, I genuinely do hope that F125, like for modern F1 games, F123 was good. The handling was fun, the handling was pretty good. F122 was like driving on ice. F124 I didn't play, but from what I've seen is the most arcade game of all times.
Copy.
Okay, Tsunoda, ballsy overtake. What the fuck? Let's go. Caught signs napping. Alonso up next. Can we actually get part? He's on soft still. I would think that's going to be tricky enough to keep up already. Let alone overtake. Apparently not. Apparently Tsunoda is just better. He's built different. We'd love to have Charles or Mercedes with Antonelli because he never connected to Russell as a fan. Although he is doing a good job. Yeah, you can't deny that, right? I will never be a Russell fan either. But I can't deny he's doing a very good and consistent job. Like, he's really taken... He started that already, right? When he joined Mercedes. And he's had his ups and downs. When he's being put under pressure, he's still mistake prone. But he's extremely consistent now. And there's no arguing about it. You gotta give him the props for that. Pushing on fuel makes the engine in my car absolutely lose its mind and overheat, whereas, I mean, to be fair, it's got clean air, but even then... Okay, we can actually push on fuel now because Iwasa has lost the DRS. Okay, ballsy move as well. Let's go. Alonso going for a move. Put me far enough back to give myself DRS as well. Pretty convenient. Oh, we are losing positions. That is not very good. Antonelli is on hards as well, but he's actually doing a pretty good job. Oh my... Lawson, bro. What are you doing? Lawson smashed it into a wall again.
Now this was on the straight.
Has he done the same thing again? Oh my god, how does he keep forgetting there's a wall? That's the second time already. How does he get away with this? He just keeps driving straight into a wall.
Here we go.
Yeah, I know, right? Sacked in the morning.
Track is ready, and so are the drivers. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Oh, we have so much fuel now. Okay, might actually be able to move up a position here if we can keep it ahead of Alonso. Nice, both of us moved up a position. Sonoda, is he going to try it? Is he going to do it? No, he's going to back off again. Let's go to neutral. We are both completely fired up. Oh, okay. I should have moved up a position. Let's go. Antonelli, we're coming for you. Sonoda's gonna go for this, is he? Oh, he's not. Yeah. It's fine. We need to take advantage of these early laps, right? To try and make up some positions.
Copy.
And as well, the fact that we are on way too much fuel right now. I messed up with Eurus. I mean, the engine of Sonoda is kind of fine there. See, he's back there already. We can't push there. I can really only push with me if we're in clean air after a while. Actually, I don't think we can even push on me without overheating my engine. Oh god, that deg is definitely a bit more than expected. The overheating on Sonoda's engine is very minor though. But we seem to not really be making big strides though to get away from him. But still, being able to keep up with these guys in the points is a very good sign. It's a pretty big train behind us. I mean, Sonoda has just been in a completely different league here. He's almost 10 seconds ahead together with Antonelli in the same car shortly after a safety car restart. Meanwhile, I'm busy trying to keep Alonso and the rest behind me. Alonso on...
And
oh.
yes,
Oh,
yes, we
okay.
have.
I
We've
was
had
going to
a
say
crash.
Alonso with
What
that
happened
might be
there?
easy to keep behind, but he got pushed wide by his own teammate into a wall, and we can't see anything except for the 3 FPS people.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, guys. Yep. I don't really have the pace to push. The temperature headroom to push, I mean. We do on Sonoda though, because Sonoda's got the newer chassis, which gives us quite a bit of extra engine cooling.
Max Verstappen over
Okay.
the finish line, and today's
Sonoda
winner.
to P7, and if I could keep this P9 before the finish line, that would be great. Let's see if we can keep it. I think we can. Oh, it's gonna be close. Yes, just about. Cool. Ah, not too bad, Joshi. P7 and 9. That is
Well, that's
quite
another race.
good. I'm happy with that. 4 positions gained for both drivers, with only one DNF that was in front of us. Another 8 points, solidifying a 16-point lead over Williams. Hello, Leopard Fruit. What's up? How are you? Almost another 1.5 million on the bank. Let's start manufacturing that new suspension. There we go. Then... Sure.
He does not fox match
What
my
does it
door.
take to be your friend, Leopard? What do you count as being friends? That's the real question, doesn't it? Isn't it? Not doesn't it? English is hard. Cool. We just chat. Well, you're always welcome to chat here. Don't have to ask. Give me this one as well. Chuck this one on there too. Great. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Then... we probably just researched already, right? Because I think my target is 7 for above. I think we're fine. I think we can do research. I think doing research will be quite nice. The most important thing... what team do I support? RB. I'm an RB fan. On the chassis, drag reduction is quite nice. This is an old one though, isn't it? Is this the 2023 sliders? It is. Do I still have it open in here? You support them as well. Nice. Let's go. In the winter season, you bought Lewis last Mercedes jersey with Merc Puma. It cost like $17. You spent your whole internship money of that year. Yep, F1 merch is very, very expensive. Lawson is alright. I'll actually do this, and we do the airflow in the middle. Because that's kind of just the most important on this chassis. Cool. Because at the end of the year, we've got the major reg changes coming in. Let me quickly check. We've got that on both cars. That's being manufactured, right? Yes. Both cars. Both cars. Both cars. And that's being manufactured as well. Rear wing is done in 15 days. I mean, the advantage is that we'll have some more money for facilities later on in the season, because the researches aren't that expensive to do. Let's get the race simulator so we can actually level up both Yuki and I a bit more. I forgot to assign the wind tunnel time, didn't I? Benny Rick was cool, yeah. But his time was kinda over though, you can't lie. Quite a lot of... holy shit, what is that? That's the development is wild, bro. Oh, I thought my money was gonna go up, it just went down when we went to the next month. Okay. Max actually leading the championship. Neat. Now let's I think this will be fine. There. I'm pretty sure we both... my contract is actually not that long left, but other than that, I think we're good. And I kind of just want to extend those if possible. Nice. So that is the marketability up. Team attractiveness. Let's do this. But before I continue, I'll quickly save again. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get myself something to drink, get up a bit, get in some stretches. Candy 2024? 24, what? Huh? Before that, you also spent Ronaldo Man United kit 2022, 2017 Blue Real Madrid kit in 2017 that you bought. Your parents don't know that costs like $200 combined. They think that is like $7 combined. I think, I have a feeling that they might know that it was $200 combined. I have a feeling they would notice that. They probably know. Parents are usually more keen than you think. But I'll be back in like 2-3 minutes though. I'm gonna quickly go grab myself something to drink. Maybe. I'm back again. What is that conversation you two are having, bro? Okay, cool. Let's go to the actual weekend here.
Once again, we touch down in Miami as F1 returns to the Magic City.
The Magic City, huh? Oh yeah, it's a sprint weekend now. But oh wait, that's Jeddah setup. Oops. The Miami presets. Miami's alright. I can't say I'm that big of a fan of Miami, but... Oh, don't you worry. I am simming every single practice. And you're not changing that. As practice is the world's most boring thing to sit through. Practice 1. I mean, I never sim races. I definitely will leopard, but not... I mean, it really depends. If there's something to manage, then yeah. You don't know where the jerseys are framed? You should know.
Welcome everyone.
Wow.
Qualifying for the sprint awaits us, and we're ready.
Oh god, those setups are horrible. I'm not watching my cars the whole race. Definitely not. Why? Because why should I? Why should I watch my cars the whole race? There really is no reason to. You know, I don't think I can... It's a shame you're not on the Twitch side, because Twitch shows you some rules when you enter the chat. But I can tell you now, I don't condone backseating that well and much. So if you ban on sitting there and trying to command me around and telling me what I should do, then you're in for a bad time. Because that's not gonna last very long. You're gonna sit there, chat with me if you'd like, and just try and enjoy it. You're not gonna sit there and tell me what to do. That's not how this this whole thing works. It's laggy? Joshi, Mailer. Is it? You haven't seen any? Yeah, I figured. I just wanted to quickly check. What do you mean it keeps glitching? Please make another one. Bro, what are you on about? You're gonna go though? Gonna eat before the bus at intersecond leg? Oh, good. You enjoy watching your football game, Joshi. Yeah, I don't know when the next time is gonna be again, Joshi, but we'll see. It was good to see you again as well. God, that lap from Sonoda was awful. We were stuck behind one of the Saubers, weren't we? I'm not really that into football. I kind of follow along occasionally. But anything international, I have no clue. Just a little bit of the Dutch division, but that's kind of it. Sonoda? Oh my god, how did I go out? I'm washed. Setups are decent though.
Copy.
Looking quite good to make it into the third part of qualifying though. Nice. That is SQ3 for us. Doing 2 runs here is not going to be possible, so we're just gonna wait and go out late. We're definitely not winning. I can assure you that. Winning isn't happening. We're happy with points in this team. Leclerc and Lawson didn't go out? Oh, Leclerc did. Lawson didn't go out? The best qualifying so far yet of the year, though.
Levels continue to rise.
As high up as possible. Always. If we have a chance to win, we'll take it. But that's not the expectation.
And here in Miami, it's time for the sprint.
I mean, the sponsor promises are for 18th.
And it's lights out and away
Which,
we
you know,
go.
isn't that high. No, I'm not bad. Why would I be?
Top 10.
Actually making up a position. Let's go, Sonoda. What a guy. Come on, we can get this place over USA. What is everyone else on? Half the grid's on soft, half on medium. Okay. It's a roughly 50-50 split. Sort of very close to Hamilton still though. Favorite street circuit? I mean, it's definitely a pretty decent circuit. I'm not that big of a fan of it myself, but there's definitely worse circuits out there. For sure. Actually, no, we can keep pushing on fuel. Come on. Cool. 2 places up by now. And Gusley just snatches it right back. What a switch back there. Holy shit. Okay, well, Norris is now showing up. We are not doing too bad though. But yeah, I can tell dirtier cornering on the car isn't great. Oh, well. What a way to get blocked. I mean, we really shouldn't be able to fight with these Mercedes and McLarens and Ferraris and whatever. So, being this close, honestly, is good already. Let's try to get past the USA. Come on. Nice. There we go, into 13th. And we are still fighting for P4. Let's not let him get too far in front. Can you go away, please, Russell? Thank you. Oh, and both Gosling and Iwasa overtook us again. Great. Oh, I really don't have DRS. Wow, I got scammed. I thought the... you can mod the save file on PC quite easily. So that is what I did. And it also changes the car performance and everything as well, which is pretty neat. So the McLaren is statistically the best car. The modding is free. The game on PC and the PC itself isn't. Nope, you cannot. You can't change as much on PS4 as you can on the PC. It's truly just a PC thing. I mean, we're still keeping up with these guys because they're battling. Yeah. That's what I just said, yes. And you know, P1 is... How much is that? 2.5, 3? Yeah, 3.5 seconds away from us. We're not even falling behind that far. Let's deploy here. I want to see if we can get back up a position. I really want Sonoda to try. Okay, Sonoda, he's actually doing it. We're just not fast enough. Yeah, it's a shame you can't on PS4. Can we not sit behind him, please? Can we actually try overtaking? Okay, there we go. That is back into P4. I don't think we'll be keeping these guys behind for very long, although Hamilton's mechanical issues seems to be slowing him down enough that we are actually able to kind of keep him, you know, at a relatively stable gap. You don't know why? Because PC, you can access the game files, PS4, you cannot. PS4, it's just you install the game and everything. That's just a downside of consoles. Consoles are very much more plug and play, whereas PCs are still quite plug and play compared to what they used to be, but there's a lot more customizability on PC. Because you can access the actual game files, which is what you're tampering with when you're modding a game. Yeah, I don't think we're keeping that guy behind, though. I don't think we're gonna be keeping Norris behind. Jesus Christ, we lost so much time in that fucking left-hander. That long left-hander cost us so much time. I mean, there's some decent places up for grabs here, though. They can just... Come on, yeah, stick to the insides. Good. I believe. Nope. The inside was being covered by Alonso. Maybe here? Yes, that's a 1. Can we get another? Yes, we can. Okay, nice. It's another 2 places up. I mean, we're not fighting for points with me, but that's alright. Just having the extra racing happening on track is great. Give some more XP and stuff, you know? More development. The only possible downside is crashes, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. I wouldn't say so, Leopard Fruit. Because the best we can achieve with me here is gonna be a P9, which is still good, but it's not going to be points here for the sprint race. Oh, and the Ferrari of Leclerc is also suffering from a mechanical issue. Let's start pushing this lap here. Actually, fuel save just a little bit here so we make sure we've got enough, because if this game screws me over one more time with that fuel gauge, I'm gonna be very, very annoyed. There we go, a solid P5 for Sonoda.
Over the
Let's
finish
go.
line to win the sprint.
That's under 4 points, right? That's very, very solid.
And for that man, Yuki Tsunoda, it's a finish in the points in today's sprint.
It is
They
indeed.
display.
I got my lemon drink break. This shit is absolutely amazing. It's actually fucking addicting. It's not good for me.
Welcome everyone to qualifying.
Okay, well, our engines aren't in the best state, but still 40%. This is race 6, right? So, quarter of the race for the season. Oh yeah, I know, from the radio. Welcome back, Tactics. Let's head into Q1. There we go. Seems to be a decent time for a first lap, though. Yeah. Must be the water. Must be the water. What a lap from Iwasa. Doesn't he have a new engine? No! That's just absolute fucking banger of a lap from him then. Okay. Do I want to risk not going out? It would require some big improvements from the rest, but I feel like those two Haas drivers... Yeah, we gotta go out again. The 16th time now is a 29.256. Let's remember that. Been a long time since... What do you mean, tactics? I'm a bit confused. No, no, no. This is season 1. It's been a long time since I played. Not a lot of progress has been made. So 20. We would have been fine, I think. Nope, it's been a long time since this game was played, and that also means that it's still season 1. You went to my... Oh, really? That's cool. Did you enjoy? I can call you Patrick if you'd like, yes. Works for me. Does your best friend happen to be a sponge? Yeah, I've heard tactics. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me Sicc, Pleb, Neek. Neek's my actual name, N-I-E-K. Whatever you want. I genuinely don't really care. As long as it's some kind of alias, it's kinda whatever. If it's not something offensive or insulting, it's really anything goes. Welcome back, Mailer. No, my name's not Seb. Nice cool shower, nice. Pretty good lap from Sonoda. Can he make it? I think he did.
How was it?
Just about, nice. Ooh, let's... I don't really want to waste my one set of softs. Actually, I can see if that's worth it or not. I feel like I might want to keep one set of softs on my hands. I'll call you Patrick.
Copy.
God damn, we don't have the pace, do we? I mean, I'm not gonna waste that last set of good tires. You like Ollie Behrman? He's a nice. He seems like a nice guy. Yeah, he's a pretty good driver as well. Bit keen on the lookups, but he has shown that he's good at late braking. Ooh, Sonoda? That's on used tires.
Copy.
What a lap! Okay. Yeah, he's not eligible for F... No, I think you can't... Mailer, I think you can have him drive in FP1, it just won't count as a rookie session. Hello, Sarfanger. Good evening. How was your call to arms? Because I saw you were on that earlier. Yeah, right? As a reserve driver, you can have someone do that as well. Surely they don't need a rookie for that. No. Yeah, I feel the same, Mater. You're at the pit lane walk and you got to go to Team Garage and got VIP medals for drivers. I mean, that is very cool, but I don't know. I hope you don't blame me, but I'm quite skeptical of that. Because that is... the amount of people that are there is not exactly many in such a position, you know?
Final checks are being carried
Yeah,
out.
the news around
And
doing
this
is
is
kind
it
of everything,
for
right?
the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
That's one hell of an expensive birthday gift, though. Do you realize how expensive that is? If that is a birthday gift, your parents must be hella well off, because holy shit, that is one hell of an expensive birthday gift. That is a wow. Nah, bro. A pit lane walk is not 400. The tickets alone are more than 400. The default tickets. Nah. It is way more expensive than that. This is kind of proved my point where I'm very skeptical of the fact that you actually did so. I can't even go to fucking Zandvoort with a regular ticket for 400.
There's a yellow flag now.
Nah. You've cooked it. You wait. You. Nah. Nah. It's just I know it's not true. I just know it's not true now. If you think you can do a pit, like a pit wall walk at Miami for $400, then BBC and Sky are reporting Alpine are considering dropping Jack. Yeah, but those rumors were going before the season even started. No, I'll be very honest, I do not believe you, no. Pace really doesn't seem to be with us this weekend here in Miami. I mean, Sonoda's doing alright. I'm kind of just stuck in the traffic. Yeah, I feel like you're doing the opposite. If you want to make friends, I don't feel like you should be lying to them within the first 30 minutes of meeting them. I think that logic is a little bit backwards. I don't think that's a good idea. You don't know how much it costs us in Miami, but you're a friend who lives in Dubai. You were there with me. Tickets for pit lane walk on Thursday? The tickets for F1 Miami. For a pit wall walk at Miami. I think out of the top of my head, they're probably gonna be like 10k. Maybe more? Oh yeah, in Abu Dhabi. Yeah. Sorry, don't worry. I kind of read Miami and then thought of you going to Abu Dhabi anyway. It's fine. Yeah, the closest I've ever been to actually getting to see anything F1 related is a free practice session for Formula 1. My dad's colleague had an extra ticket to spare, and on the morning of the day, like the morning of the practice session, asked my dad, "Oh yeah, do you want to go?" It was just one ticket, right, for the Friday. But I worked the morning on that day, and I was like, I came home at like 1:20, 1:30. It was like, oh yeah, you missed a chance to go to Zandvoort. Yes, Sarfanger, that's what we're talking about. So I missed my chance to go to that because my dad didn't bother calling me and being like, hey, you want to go to an F1 practice session? Could have gone for free. And with Zandvoort leaving as well, there's not going to be that many options. I mean, my best bet is to go to Spa at some point, right? That's the best bet I have to see anything F1. Let me see roughly. I think it's quite doable from where I live. That's so doable. That's really not even a long drive. I live in the Netherlands, Patrick. Yeah, tactics, it's not even 2.5 hours without bad traffic. Did you now? See, yeah, I guess. But I mean, I suppose by that definition of close, you might as well count fucking. You might as well almost count Imola as well, because you also got to take an hour plane flight there, you know. You lived there for a bit? You know, all of these stories are... They seem a little bit too good to be true, if you get what I mean. If you say so. Is that Antonelli is on fresh tires. Paddock Club VIP tickets are 14k. Yep, that's kind of the... That's why I said at least 10k, if not more. They're very expensive tickets. Those are very, very expensive tickets. Not something any sane, insanely rich person would ever get. Like, that's not
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just insane. But what do you mean, can you swear? If you buy that, you need to get at least one piece of debris from an F1 car. If I spend that amount of money, I might as well fucking go for several laps in an old F1 car. I mean, with the amount of spelling mistakes, right? And your sentences when you supposedly, I don't know. I have a feeling you're not old enough to be allowed to swear. And second of all, I shouldn't be the one you ask for permission to swear. That should be your parents, not me. Yeah, just the grandstand tickets are $670. It's insane. F1 ticket, you can't go to F1 anymore. You can't go to F1 for an affordable price. You simply can't. I would love to just for the experience at some point, but I'm not the one you should be asking. Are you allowed to swear in real life? Yeah, you gotta sell your kidneys for a fucking ticket to F1 nowadays. Everywhere tactics, not just... there's no exceptions. Every single one. You sure about that? Patrick, you sure? $500. Well, that's almost my entire month of internship salary. If you keep it within reason and it's not excessive, then I suppose so.
Who's that having an issue in the pits?
But only if it works in the context, not just start excessively swearing in chat. That's not how this works. Yeah, well, same, Mailer. The only year I can go is this year. And let's just say I don't want to spend that kind of money. Yep. Like if I was very keen to, I could buy myself an F1 ticket, right? That's not the issue. I'm just not very keen on buying a ticket that's that expensive for not even a chair, you know? You don't even get a seat with the ones that's that expensive. Solid pace all throughout this weekend, though, from Sonoda so far. WWE, I have no clue about, though. I'll believe you. But I don't know anything about that.
Now down to the pits.
We're doing career mode
There's
for
been a
everyone, Andrew
hold-up.
Haas, and fucking one race and both your drivers fucked up. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds like F1 manager. People that bought their tickets for certain like the foldable chair with them. That's kind of funny though, not gonna lie. You show up to the place where it's being held, some kind of stadium probably. VSC. We just go for track position, right? I mean, Haas really aren't that bad this time. Set up a GoFundMe account, yeah. The main grandstand for 3 days is 780 on the official website. Yeah, you don't look on the main website either, right? The main website is even worse. Look at these car attributes. What did I want to look at? Where could time considerations? 17 seconds. That is not enough to pit in front of each other. 315, 20, 21. Damn, okay. Yep. You can thank Netflix for that. I'm not. But if you're gonna be needy and constantly be like, "Are you mad at me?" You're not. No. Don't start behaving like a needy girlfriend, because then I will be, yeah. Like, you can't be for real.
Piastri has done it.
Oh,
He's
wait,
got the
actually.
win.
Everyone needs a needy GF? Yeah, but not what... I mean, let's alone the needy. You can leave out the needy part as well. Is Sonoda actually going to overtake? Yes, come on, Sonoda! Oh my god, bro, Sonoda, you are amazing. No, the GF part will do as well, sir. We don't need the needy.
What a race that was.
+6 though for me. Solid weekend from Sonoda though. 8 points. 1 for me. 689 on Hungara ringside for main grandstand. Yep. $350 for general admission. I think that's even more for Spa and Zandvoort right now as well. That's the saddest part. I can make a couple of these since we won't be developing a new one. Site pod's all good. Underfloor. Oh god, that's not very good. I'll be on for like maybe one more race or so. That's a pretty okay change. Tire preservation up to the best of the grade. We have the drag reduction down a bit as well. Get some extra top speed on that car. Okay, cool. But I can perfectly make 4 of those. I do not, however, have money to start the next research, which is quite inconvenient. I find myself in a particular mood. May I request your most indecent photographs? You know, sir, no stockings don't truly hurt the harlot of the highest order. You know what the best thing is? I started watching The Angel Next Door Spoils Me Rotten like yesterday. And that is the exact, like that first sentence is the way she would talk. Nothing she would ever say. I don't know if you've seen it. I do, Patrick, yes. I don't know if you, I multicast, Patrick. That's the other messages I'm responding to. But I don't know if you've seen the anime before, but I started watching it yesterday, and it's yeah, pretty funny. It just reminded me of that. $36 points though, so I'm pretty sure that should almost guarantee the spot in, what's it called? The 7th position in the constructors. This early on already. That extra medium and high speed cornering would be pretty nice though. The DRS upgrade. F1 tickets are 100% way too expensive. I agree. Cool, so our car like this is gonna be the best it is all season long. What? Oh, good, Patrick. School is important. Vegas is like 1,000. Yeah, would not surprise me at all.
Welcome along to Italy, and welcome along to Imola. After returning to the
that's the thing, right? Going just the tickets alone are that expensive, and it's excluding any of the shit you have to get with it. Like, actually insane. Because there's much more to it than just booking a ticket to Austria, right? It's not that simple. Lift hurt. Third hill. My goodness, that's quite a lot. But how? Oh my god, Sar. What the fuck? Someone could hurry that along. How can I accomplish such a task? Oh, my foolish Argonian mate. You must use your hands. You would drive to Austria if you had tickets for that? I mean, it's still a drivable distance, right? But still, the hotel and shit remains. And don't get me wrong, I would not mind driving far away either. Pirate came again, Nico. Mr. Ulkenberg. No, so YouTube always gives such different recommendations for songs. This time it's gone into the complete lo-fi mix. It's the Lusty Argonian Maid book from the Elder Scrolls. Wait, what? Oh, that's amazing. You've driven to Budapest before? Drive to Austria anyway every year? Yeah. The furthest I've ever driven is to my school. Yep. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never gone skiing. I'm not too interested in it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. The furthest I've ever driven is my school. Yeah, I do go to school. I go to college. I'm currently doing an internship though for college. Driven to Italy before as well. Nah, but tactics. I've gone from. I don't know how far is it. Let me see. Let's see how many kilometers. The furthest kind of place I've gone, about 90 kilometers. Are you gonna watch the Barcelona match? Yeah, good luck. Enjoy the game later. I gotta say, YouTube's cooking with the music today, though. It's gone a completely different direction than it usually does, but the music's good. I gotta add this one to my playlist. What the hell is a kilometer? Special day tomorrow. Why's that? Yeah, all good, Mailer. You probably will not, because I shall be heading off after this race. And then I'm gonna hop in bed. Maybe watch 1 or 2 episodes of anime and go to sleep. Drove to Milan, that's... Yeah, that's more than 10 times as far as I drove the furthest. But hey, you know, I'll get there eventually. 11-hour and 36-minute drive. I mean, it depends. My drive to school can also turn into like 2.5, 3 hours if I go during rush hour. You know? I actually want to see. If I... What does it say? What does Google Maps say? How long it would take if I departed at tomorrow, I don't know, let's say 4. About 2 hours. Typically takes up to 2 hours. Just gotta leave at the right time, you know? It can also take, if I leave during the middle of the day, it can take about an hour. Or if like I did in the evening last time, I can leave in the evening and it takes about 50 minutes because you can drive faster. It's great. Driving in the evening is so much more fun in this country. You get to actually drive fast. You don't have to drive like a fucking grandpa. You know, Budapest is almost 1,400 kilometers. It's quite a long drive, yeah. Yeah. But as I was saying, I can say whatever I want because I will keep to the speed limit, right? And that is part of the reason why driving during the day feels like driving like a grandpa. But is he? No. The day after tomorrow. The 8th of May. It's so weird to think about. Because that guy's almost as old as me. I'm only 2 months younger than him. I'm not gonna be a teenager anymore either. Are you from Australia then? What is up with your stories? The only way... Where do you live? What country are you? What region of the world? I don't need to know the country. I don't want to make you dox yourself, obviously. It's not what I'm going to ask you to do, but... New Zealand. I see. Fair enough. That is tomorrow for you. I'm still on the 6th of May. So it's in 2 days for me. Also driven to the Balaton, but it's only 20 kilometers away from Budapest. Okay.
To go.
Yeah, no, I haven't driven anywhere spectacularly far. Ooh, yeah, let's drag this engine out another session, shall we? Gotta make the most of the engine while it still is alive. And it hasn't got any faults yet, so... Search up the exact village... city we're at, sure. No, I have never been in Hungary, Austria, any of those. Pretty sure I think I've been in Germany at some point. I'm honestly not too sure. I have. What the fuck am I saying? We were on a holiday next to the German border. And I cycled into Germany. I've been in Germany. I've been in Belgium, France, England. Imola isn't a sprint. So, and I've lived in Brunei, so I've gone to Singapore, Malaysia. Other than those, I haven't really been anywhere.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
19 kilometers more. No, I do know that if I go on holiday, I will be the taxi driver. I can guarantee you that. I don't really mind too much, as long as there's some decent music. Then driving really isn't that bad. Quite enjoyable. Yeah, we talked about that quite a bit earlier, Patrick. YouTube really is cooking with the music. This is like the chill version of the Toho music. Like one of the chill songs. Wait, I gotta look up the actual song now. Fall in the Dark. This reminds me of a chill version of this song. I love this song. It's 9 minutes long. Sweden, Norway, Greece, Estonia, Turkey, and Lithuania. Hey, I know the abbreviations, and I'm proud of myself that I didn't even stutter. Can I please? Why is it so loud? I love this song. It's been ages since I listened. That other song reminded me of this. I love this song so much. Gotta enjoy 9 minutes of Shibayan records. Been to too many places? Yeah, all good taxes. You have a good night. Yeah, I haven't. I've been Netherlands, Belgium, France, Germany, UK, Brunei, Singapore, Malaysia. And those countries in Asia I was at when I was 6 to 9 years old, so don't remember too much. I mean, you don't have to say he sucks to try and prove a point. I'm not a Liam Lawson fan, but I don't have to say he sucks. I don't know, this song just seems like the bit more speedy version of the one I was listening to before. Senna or Schumacher? Honestly, I don't really care too much about either of them. I never watched during those eras. I haven't been too into them anyway. Don't really have a preference, to be honest. They're both the best of their times, right? You can't really compare them. I'm aware. But Senna is as well. So I don't get your point. Go on, Patrick. What is this comment saying? That, cool. Give me a heart that as well. P7. Not too bad for a dead engine. Oh, so P8 now.
Yeah, copy.
Oh wow, that went down quite a lot. I'm gonna keep listening to this music actually. It's been a while since I listened to this. Yeah, sure, medium hard works for me. Oh no. Let's go manage the race.
Welcome back, everyone. This is it, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix.
And off we go.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
Give me a second. Someone told you that Ollie Behrman is better than Senna and Hamilton and Schumacher, even though you're a big Ollie fan, there's no way he did better than that. I mean, yeah, no. I mean, there's no question about it, right? You can't really compare them at all. No hate against Ollie, but what he has achieved is nowhere close to what they have. Lights out has a totally different meaning if you talk about F1 or a bar fight. Yeah, it does. But I'm glad we're talking about the F1 context, you know. I'm not too sure if everyone would be able to pick up on that, but pretty sweet move by Tsunoda though.
Let's go.
Nice. That's Lawson pass. Why is Max at the back? What the fuck? I'll go Ollie. I say I prefer Ollie over Kimi. Just nothing about performances or anything. Just personal preference goes out to Ollie. Probably still Ollie. That's a hard choice because Ajar is a very. I think I might have to go Hajar just because of the bromance he got with Yuki in just those couple of weeks. You know, it was very cool to see. Let's go Isaac. Let's go Hajar. Well, we started off quite good with the pace. That's kind of disappeared. Oh, well, sick for Hajar. Oh, safety car. That's Russell and a Piastri, though. That is amazing for us. That's 2 free places gained. Holy shit, that was an assassination. That was personal. It must have been. They're all going into the... What? I can't see what tires they have there. Do you pit here, though, is the question. Tsunoda's already too late. Let's split up strategy. Tsunoda's gonna stay out. Yes, that is what I'm saying, sorry. I know, very rude. They all went to hard tires. Interesting. What a grid now, though, huh? Yeah, strolling too. Not anymore, though. Bro, we are sitting duck on this straight. Holy shit, we have no pace in this thing. They're actually... Oh my god. Oh,
Sicc, there's been a crash.
I'm such a bot. I'm so lucky that that isn't more damage. I don't deserve anything. Oh my god. We're just gonna pit straight for hard tires and that's it. We're just gonna go straight to the end. I don't give a shit anymore.
No chance.
And we're gonna go light on tires and we're going to the end. Yeah, the car is nowhere to be seen on the straights. Absolutely not. No, I won't. After this race, I will be heading off to bed. Gusley's really ruining his tires. I'll be on again at the same time I was today. With should be with some Yakuza. God damn, but the fuel saving definitely needs to start kicking in though. Kinda didn't really look at that. Fuel saving seems to be quite fast though. I don't know, Patrick. The last time I played F1 was a little over a month ago, so there is a solid chance that I won't be for a little while.
Yeah, copy.
Because I play quite a lot of games, and there's quite a lot of games I play with friends. And those take priority over F1 Manager. Ah, great, and we fuck up the
Now
pit
there's
stop
been
as
an
well.
issue in the pits. And we've had a crash on track.
Oh, time to see if we are able to get back towards the points on just pace. Kind of doubt it. We were really hanging on by the DRS. Somebody said GTA 6 was delayed last night. I think they were a little late with that info. Yeah, I saw it in the Discord of the group of people I did game nights and stuff with, right? Someone, I think, also sent that yesterday or the day before. And I was like, well, yeah. It has been out for a little bit, right? That it's delayed. It's not really that new. But I suppose I am also one to catch on to news like that quite quickly. And if you're not as interested in it, I could kind of understand why you wouldn't see it. We're back in front of Gusley already though. Sonoda is showing some very solid pace. Yep, let's start lifting, coasting. I wouldn't really mind it. I'd rather have Oscar over Norris. Yeah, now we're going to be dropping back quite a bit because of all of the front runners catching up to us. Let's annoy Antonelli here for a little bit more though, that's kind of funny. If I could just hold on to P18 though, that would be great because that would get me my sponsor money. Yeah, I think we might be in a little bit of trouble when it comes to Lawson. How are we catching up to Antonelli? Due to lap traffic, I guess? That fuel delta really needs to go positive. If we keep up with Lawson, we can keep P5 100%. Antonelli is also on dying softs. 3 laps to go. We can make this a P4, I believe.
Max Verstappen over the finish line.
Come on.
And today's winner.
Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate it. Nope, I don't think we've got enough. Oh, that's a shame. But still, P5 will absolutely do. 10 points is a lot.
And with the race wrapped up,
10 points is quite a lot for us. Could have been 12, but it wasn't meant to be. 39 points now for Sonoda, though. That's a new one, sir. I haven't... It's from the same guy, though, I see. Since this is a new emote. We're the only ones that, with together with Red Bull, that didn't move position in the pit stop championship. Gotta love the fact I smashed the car to bits. No? Oh, okay. Well, I guess you just didn't use it before. Oh god, we have no money. In terms of money, we have no money. Oh wait, this gives me money. We've got money again. Actually, I'll leave the sponsor plan for next time. That way I can just leave it off. That way I will remember that I'll have money. And I can do some researches. And then we should be good. What is my problem? Contract salary. Bro, I'm getting paid 7 mil a year. What is there to complain? And yeah, I've done shit compared to Sonoda, but that's a fact. What do you mean? Sonoda earns as much as I do. He's not complaining about his money. What a fuck. I'm such a greedy bastard. Holy shit. There's no way. I'm not even performing and I'm complaining about my salary. That's wild. So Noda's got 90% of the points for the team, and I have the audacity to complain about my salary, even though it's one ton less than Tsunoda. Oh my god. That's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, you know, was quite a nice surprise I was able to do the stream after all anyway. I, however, am going to go to bed, watch some anime, and then sleep. My teammate listening to me complain about money stuff, yeah. He's gonna be like, well, what the fuck? Why do you get to complain? Why do you get to complain? I do all the work. Yeah, thank you for tuning in, sir. I appreciate it. Let me grab my music again, though. Worlds is pretty cool. Nice. Anyway, for those who watched today, thank you very much for watching. Thank you, Patrick, for being here as well. And Dev and Grow. And Thunder. Thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. And thank you those who subbed on YouTube. I do not get any notifications of those, but at least one person told me they did, so thank you very much. And if anyone else did as well during stream, thank you. I hope you'll have a good night and a good night of sleep. And I'll be back again tomorrow with Yakuza Night. Bye-bye.